Screw 4 of the locator blocks into the corners of the bottom half of the shower. Now sit the top half of the shower on those locator screws. Next, screw in the rest of the blocks into the pre-drilled holes. Tighten all of the screws gently to pull the two halves of the shower together, but don't over tighten them. There will be a gap between the halves that you can fill later. Place some paper or a tarp down under the shower. Sand right around the shower where the fiberglass strips are going to go. Just gives the fiberglass something to grab onto. Use 50 grit or similar. Make sure you've got all your gear ready. You'll need some marine bog, marine filler, hardener, polyester resin, spatula, and a small roller, and of course some gloves. You can get the rollers from Mitre 10. Next, mix your hardener into the marine bog. Use 1% hardener if it's summer. If it's winter, you can use about 2%. But either way, mix it really well, but you've got to move fairly quickly once you start mixing. You don't want it to go off on you. Use your spatula to fill the gap with the marine putty. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's a polyester based product, so the resin and the fiberglass will mix with it. It'll be fine. So just shove it in there the best you can. Don't worry too much about it being really tidy. As long as it's not splurging out, make sure you don't push it too hard, so you don't want it coming through into the inside of the shower. You can put a little bit around the bottom edge too if it seems like it's jutting out. You want it to be a nice even curve to be able to fiberglass over. You don't want any sharp edges. That makes it quite hard for the fiberglass to stick on, to roll the fiberglass into a sharp edge. And continue right around the shower. Mix your hardener into the polyester resin. So 1% hardener if it's summer, which would be 10 mils of hardener to 1 litre of resin. You can use 2% if it's winter. Make sure you mix it really, really well and move quickly again with that. Now you can start applying the fiberglass. Roll a small amount of resin onto the shower, wet out a strip of mat also with the roller, and then apply the mat to the shower. Roll over it with the roller until it forms to the shape of the shower. It will become more pliable once you have rolled the resin in a bit. It's helpful to have a ripped edge to go around the corners. It just moulds a bit easier. It will point up on the corners a wee bit, but as I said, it will become more pliable as you go, so persevere. You'll need 2 layers of mat to go right around the whole shower. On the edge of the door hole, make sure you don't drip resin inside the shower. If the mat sticks out over the doorway a wee bit, fear not, as you can sand or grind it back flush to the doorway when it has completely set. Continue with the process. When you come to a screw, just push the mat over it. Make sure you overlap each section a wee bit and just keep going right around the whole shower. Watch for the resin starting to darken and go brown. This is the hardness starting to take effect on the resin. The resin will go off faster when it's a hotter day or if you're out in the sun. So if it's your first time glassing, maybe do it in the morning or in the evening. If the resin starts to get very thick and lumpy, stop and give Mark a call and he'll let you know what to do. Check inside the shower a couple of times just to make sure the two halves haven't been jiggled out of place, but leave the blocks in until the fiberglass is completely set. It usually takes about 3 to 4 hours. When it's completely set, gently unscrew the blocks. Then you can tape above and below the join on the inside and fill it with a good quality white urethane. Make sure you pull the tape off before the urethane sets though. And voila, you are now a fiberglassing technician. Well done.